The mind detective empowers you to recognize negative thoughts and take charge of your mindset. Welcome back, all my Detox family, to another uplifting episode of the Detox Podcast, where I will guide you towards a life of positivity and personal growth. But I am your host, Joshua Hobbs, and today we have an empowering episode in store for you. So grab a chill spot, let go of negativity, get ready to embark on a journey towards a positive mindset. In today's episode titled Breaking Free from Negative Thinking, we're going to explore effective techniques to overcome negative thinking, just the patterns that often hold us back from living our best lives. And y'all all know we want to live our best lives. You see it on Instagram all the time, like hashtag best lives. And that is exactly what we want to do on a daily basis, because these negative thoughts can cloud our minds. They can hinder our process and drain our energy. The negative thoughts, and how do I deal with negative thoughts? Like, I had zero energy because these thoughts were just playing over in my head and playing over. But I want to tell you that I'm going to share with you some tools to break free and cultivate a positive mindset. If you would talk to most people about me, they say, you know what? He sees the silver lining. He's usually a positive person. And that's something that didn't come easy. Being positive did not come easy for me because I'm very analytical and I see the world in a whole different view than a lot of other people. So for me, like, being positive and seeing the silver lining was something I had to train myself. And I want to help you do the same exact thing. So let's just dive into it and let's talk about the three main techniques we're going to be focusing on this episode. One of the first things that we have to do is recognize negative thoughts. So today, even though this is a heavier episode, I want to still have some fun with it. Imagine your mind as a detective. And instead of solving crimes, you're on a mission to uncover negative thoughts. These negative thoughts are just so sneaky. They can hide in shadows and make you feel down and hold you back from your full potential. And I have an issue with that. I have a serious issue from anyone being held back from their full potential because you have greatness inside of you. But in order to become a master detective, you need to develop your superpowers. Every detective has something that they're really, really good at. And when it comes to negative thoughts, I want you to develop the superpower of self-awareness. Paying attention to the clues, the moments where you just feel sad, where you feel stressed out, when you feel anxious and you just are ruminating and these thoughts continue to go through your head. These emotions are an indicator of negative thoughts that might be lurking by, that maybe hasn't set right onto your brain, but they're around and you're like, man, why do I feel this way? I don't want to feel this way. But those negative thoughts, they're an indicator, they're a warning sign to let you know, hey, here it comes, here it comes. But you, being a good detective, you get your flashlight out and you shine your light on those negative thoughts and you expose them for what they are. And what I want you to do is, next time where you start feeling sad or anxious or any of these emotions that are negative, I want you to ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? Are these thoughts helpful? Are they harmful? And as you repeat this in your head, what am I thinking? Does this help me? Are these thoughts productive towards me? Are they going to be productive towards my day? Are they going to be productive in my relationships? What that does is it brings self-awareness to your thoughts. You can catch those negative thoughts red-handed because I want you to remember that you're in control. The mind detective empowers you to recognize negative thoughts and take charge of your mindset. So put your detective gear on and get ready to solve the case of negative thinking one thought at a time. I know for me, there might be some mornings that I wake up and I just have these negative thoughts about my day. And I'm like, where in the world did this come from? I had a good night's rest. I woke up refreshed and automatically negative thoughts. So for me, one of the things I do, I'm like, where is this coming from? But another thing I do, I have my faith. And I say, God, I rebuke these thoughts. God, I know this is not from you. I know that you created me to be a light. You created me to be positive. You created me to step out in faith, and that these thoughts are not coming from you. So I rebuke them. And today I'm going to have a good day. Today I'm not going to worry about fear. Today I'm not going to worry about anxiety. Today I'm not going to worry about what 5 years from now looks like. And that really leads us into number 2, which is reframing negative thoughts. Reframing negative thoughts is like putting this pair of magical glasses on, and I use that because I just got new glasses and contacts. So reframing negative thoughts is like putting on these magical glasses, and they transform how you see the world. Just like when you have bad vision, and you might wake up and you might wear glasses, and you might wake up and you're like, man, everything's blurry. And then you put these glasses on and everything becomes clear. I want you to look at that when a negative thought pops up. Instead of letting it bring you down and just getting sad and worried about things, I want you to just mentally grab a paintbrush. Do you remember Bob Ross, where he would make a mistake and then he would be like, oh, let's just paint a little tree here and let's make this into a little bush here. Like, that's what I want you to do, and give it a positive twist. It's like turning a gloomy like rain cloud into a colorful rainbow where you can look out and say, wow, that's pretty, right? It's like making these bitter lemons into lemonade. I know that's a very popular saying. When you got some lemons, let's make lemonade. But honestly, that is what we have to do with these negative thoughts. Let me give you an example. Imagine you spill your coffee in the morning and you think, what a disaster. Like, golly, like my day just started. I'm already messing up. But when you reframe that, you pause, you take a deep breath, and you say, okay, this is a chance for a fresh start. I'll make a delicious cup of tea instead, or something like that, right? Like, tea is supposed to be healthier for us anyways. But in that moment, what you've done with your mind and to yourself is you've transformed a moment of frustration into an opportunity for something new and delightful. It might sound corny, but these are the tricks that you have to play on your mind, because our mind is a dangerous place if we allow it to take over. By reframing your negative thoughts, you take control of your mindset. You're the director of your own movie. We want to have control in so many other ways anyways. In life, we have anxiety. We have all of these things because we want to have control. Your mind is one thing that you can have control over. So become the director of your own movie, rewrite the script, and replace your self-doubt with self-belief. Turn setbacks into stepping stones for success. You know how many times during this podcast I mess up and I have to reword something or say something, or when I'm editing, I might miss something and I got to go back. I mean, it's time consuming, but every chance I get, I look at these things and I say, I'm getting better. I'm learning something new. And now at first it might not feel the greatest, but it's turning my failures and it's turning the negativity and frustration into something successful that I say, in the long run, this is part of my story. This is part of my growth. So next time negativity tries to like come in and rain on your parade, what I want you to do is, like Bob Ross, grab a mental paintbrush, get creative, reframe those thoughts into positive little trees and positive little masterpieces, it's time to embrace the power of reframing and painting the world of productivity and painting the world that you want to see through your mind, right? Some of this sounds corny. Some of it sounds too simple. But I promise you, if you put these things into place and you mix it with the last technique I'm going to share with you, you're going to be better off. Your negative thoughts are going to be less and less. You're going to know how to reframe a negative thought when it comes into your brain. I used to work at this company and I was over about 50 people. And what I used to tell them is for every negative thought that I had, I would replace it with 2 positive thoughts. Oh, today is going to be a bad day? No, today is going to be a great day. And today I'm going to make someone smile. 2 positive thoughts that replace the negative thoughts. And when I told them that story, they looked at me and they're like, wow, I never thought about it that way. But still, like even to this day, these are things that I do. Like I rebuke this negative thought. This negative thought holds no power over me. And what I'm going to do is embrace positivity. And that leads us into the next technique. Embracing positivity is like stepping into a radiant, sunlit garden where the flowers of optimism bloom and the air is filled with possibilities and you walk in and you're happy. I'm a nature guy, so nature is just glorious to me because I know my creator and he created all of these things. So when I step into my positivity suit, or if I step into my positive mind frame, these are the things that I really, really look at. And you look at the world in a different view. It's a mindset that allows you to see the beauty in every situation. Find silver linings in the challenges. Approach life with a can-do attitude. I can do that. Not I can't, I can. When you embrace positivity, you invite joy, gratitude, resilience into your life and creating a magnetic force that attracts success and happiness. I wrote a book called Through the Pain Came the Joy. And one of the greatest things out of that book, and the link is in the bio, one of the greatest things out of that book is you can see all of the pain. But because of the positivity, because of my relationship with my creator, I was able to embrace the challenges and frustrations and reframe every single one into something that was positive. It's a powerful choice to embrace that. It empowers you to navigate life's twists and turns with grace. So open your heart, embrace the power of positivity, and watch as your world transforms into a vibrant, beautiful place with endless possibilities. I'm not just sharing this because I don't believe. I'm sharing this because this is what I do in my life. I'm sharing this because I know there are people out there listening to this that are plagued with so many negative thoughts that they can't even sleep at night. By implementing these 3 techniques, you're going to gain the tools to break free from negative thinking and embrace a mindset that empowers you to overcome obstacles. You're going to start achieving your goals and find joy in everyday moments. These are things that I want you to live. Life is tough. Life is rough. But if we reframe, if we become self-aware, and if we embrace life with a positive attitude, you're going to be well off and you're going to be doing a whole lot better. So will you accept that challenge from me to embrace life with positivity? Will you accept that challenge to reframe these negative thoughts that come seeping in our heads and in our minds? If you will take that challenge, comment below, I accept the challenge, and I'm going to stand in the gap with you. So I want to thank you so much for joining us on the Detox Podcast. If you found this episode valuable, be sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for more transformative insight to help you detoxify your mind and embrace productivity. Remember, you have the power to shape your thoughts to create a life filled with positivity and abundance. But until next time, stay resilient, stay optimistic, and stay tuned for another uplifting episode of the Detox Podcast. But until next time, peace!